Welcome to this interview. I'm here with my boyfriend Chris again. Um, and this week we kind of talks about the importance. So, do you have a new goals or like the same behavior that you want to share with us?
I think we can just focus on the behavior I shared with you last time, last
So,
weekend.
so can you remind me or the audience of what your behavior is?
Yeah, so I think I was so I do want to focus more on the study instead of browsing the website for nothing. And then I constantly find out that I waste all the time on YouTube, on any other website, and then just like spending time watching the anime, watching the show, watching the articles that's not directly related to the coursework, and then I think it would be better if I focus more on my coursework instead of the internet content.
Yeah, so like this way we talk about the importance of making your goals important or the behavior important. So you also kind of touch upon thinking that it is important for you to focus on your coursework. So can you tell me why do you think it's important to focus on your coursework?
Definitely, because I'm a student and the classes, and also because I'm taking some like difficult classes, and yeah, it's really difficult to get a good grade, and yeah, I do need a good grade to get a better, or at least like have a better, because I decided to go to graduate school, so I need a good grades on all of my classes, and also outstanding research experience to have a chance to apply to top-notch universities. So I do think that coursework mattered a lot for me, and then I do think that I should focus more on them.
Yeah, I think it's great that you kind of connect your the behavior that you want to change into like the future goals or like the future vision of yourself. So yeah, there's three things in the class that we kind of talked about what people consider the most important to them. So one is like money, and the other is social connection, and the third one is health. And I think oh, I don't think you relate.
Wait, what are these?
Is money, social connection, and health.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess
sort of related to them. Oh, I don't know, because instead of the employees, I'd rather become a researcher.
So it's kind of like a personal achievement, I guess.
Yeah, always because like I do think that researching is really interesting, at least for me, like reading the papers and then implementing the ideas from the papers is really interesting for me. So I do think that researcher is it's a better career goal for me. And then, well, on the other hand, like if you want to be if you want to become a good researcher, then maybe you need a budget from the university, and then if you go to a good university, you need money.
Oh, so yeah, that's how it kind of relates to it. So if you don't focus on your studying right now, then you can go to like a good university to pursue your degree, and then like for your future researching endeavor, then like it's hard to get a good funding.
Yeah, well, it's not directly related to the theory I get. It's just about the budget.
Yeah, so if you don't have those budget, then you it's hard to pursue what interests you.
Yeah, and then especially in the field I'm interested in, like the machine learning or deep learning stuff. You really need a good computer with a good GPU. You don't have enough funding, then you can almost say like do nothing on
it. That's true. Yeah.
Is there any other question on that?
Is there any other question you want to ask? Yeah, I kind of think this week is pretty obvious, because making the goal important to you, then you kind of stick with the behavior.
Well, the things that I already know that goal is really important to me, and then I do think that I should. I mean, if you let me think for a while, I definitely would say that like I should focus more on the coursework instead of the internet.
Yeah.
But the thing is that I still unconsciously, just spend time on the internet.
Yeah, I kind of feel like this important thing is more relate to your future self instead of like the immediate steps. Like I feel like you can kind of apply what we learned from the previous week. For example, like step ladders and stuff like that. You can like make smaller incremental steps in order to apply some small changes to the behavior that you want to change that we kind of talked about last week of community as well, or like you can maybe put your phone while you're studying, put your phone in the kitchen, making it harder for you to access your phone, and then just find a study group and stuff like that. And then these are like all the forces that can apply to make your behavior like, different.